Greetings from the Freedom Wellbeing Institute. My name is Susan Stevenson, and I'd like to welcome you to the short meditation on empowerment. I ask you to find a place where you can sit or lie down without being interrupted. When you are comfortable, I encourage you to close your eyes and allow yourself to focus on the simple and empowering act of breathing in and breathing out. I ask you to place your hands on your rib cage and notice the rise and fall, the expansion and reduction of this area of your body with each breath. As the air you inhale through your nose or mouth enters your body, it travels to your lungs, and this is where you can feel your rib cage expand to receive that oxygen. Within your lungs, the air you have inhaled is converted into smaller and smaller particles that then travel to every part of your body in order to give life-giving oxygen to the different parts throughout our body. Our daily breathing in and out is empowering to us. It gives us life and health and well-being. Now, as you lie with your eyes closed, I'd like you to consider what empowerment is. It's often said that empowerment is the gaining of control, confidence, and the freedom to make decisions and to take actions over our life, our rights, and our work. Now I'd ask you to move your hands from your rib cage and place them over the veins in your neck so you can feel your pulse, or perhaps in your wrist, or you might like to place your hand over your heart so that you can feel the rhythmic beating beneath your fingers or your hands. Your heartbeats, like your breath, also work to empower every part of you, your life, your rights, and your work. It is through this oxygenated blood being moved to all parts of your body that you are actually able to make decisions and take actions that support your life, your rights, and your work. Notice the rhythm of your heart. Notice the pulse beneath your fingers and your hands. Now I ask you to slow your breaths out. So we're going to start a pattern where we breathe in for 4 beats and then we breathe out slowly over 8 beats. And we'll repeat this 4 times, and we'll see if we can begin to slow our heart rate. So breathing in for 4, out for 8, and we're going to do this 4 times. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in 2, 3, 4, then out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in 2, 3, 4, then out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Notice now if the rhythm of your heartbeats has changed. We have the power to slow the beat of our heart by slowing the exhales when we breathe. This allows us the time to consider decisions we might need to make, actions we might want to take, and have a sense of control and confidence to take actions that support our life, our rights, and our work. To empower ourselves, gaining this balanced calmness from slow, regular breathing and a slowed heart rate, we give ourselves time to become stronger, more focused, and to be able to shift the focus of our life in the directions we want. I want you now to just consider, with your eyes closed, that in front of you there are 3 large containers. They're woven baskets, and on top of each of these baskets there is a lid. In your mind you walk over to the first and you lift the lid. This is the basket about life, and as you look into this basket you see your life and you see the parts of it that are great and empower you on one side of the basket, and on the other side of the basket you can see some parts of your life that are not empowering you and your life. You place the lid back on this basket and you move to the second basket. You lift the lid off this basket, and on the left side, as you look down, you can see certain rights that are really important to you, that you have and you uphold. As you look deeply into this basket, you also notice, however, that on the right side of the basket there are some aspects of your rights that you are not happy about and you are not maintaining. You consider actions you could take to change this, and you place the lid back on the basket. Finally, you move to the third basket and you lift off the lid and you look deeply into this basket. This is the basket about your work or occupation. As you look into this basket, you can see one side of it all the great things about the things that you do or the work that you do. You can see how they empower you, perhaps with money and status and position. And then you look on the right side of this basket at the aspects of this work that don't empower you. Perhaps it's unpleasant at your work, or even toxic, or perhaps you feel bullied or put down, or not given opportunities to feel empowered. You consider this mix of different factors and you finally put the lid on this basket. Then you relax back and you sink into the surface that's supporting you. And then you notice your breathing. You notice whether it's got faster or slower, and you also notice the beating of your heart. Perhaps it got faster or slower when you looked into one or the other of those baskets. Now as you relax back to the surface you're resting on, you consider how you can take all the empowering parts of your life, rights and work and use them to support you to feel strong. Now, I'd like you to reach your arms and legs out so they're straight and firm. Press your hands into fists and reach and press out into a position of power and strength. And then when you're ready, breathe out and relax back onto the surface supporting you. If you would like to go to sleep, simply turn off this meditation and drift off. If you would like to return to your day, simply begin to shake your arms and your legs and move them around, and then get up slowly and open your eyes and return to your day. Thank you for joining me for this meditation on empowerment.